Tell me why.
Tell me
Why?
ain't
Nothing but a heartache. Tell me why.
Sing it.
Yeah.
See, our tech guy's loving this.
There
He
we
loves
are.
it. Right, we're back doing.
Back again for the second time today, guys. So,
know.
right, we're going to cover the Monday Night Raw last night. It was the first one that was broadcasted on Netflix.
That was pretty
Quite
cool.
a big show, quite a very exciting show as well.
Yeah. I have kind of thought in my head.
Yeah.
You're gonna feel like what the what.
Okay.
But I thought it was mid show.
You thought it was
Mid.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Right.
Tell me why.
Tell me
Why?
ain't
Nothing but a heartache.
heartache.
Tell me why.
Sing it.
Yeah.
See, our tech guy's loving this.
There
He
we
loves
are.
it. Our producer. That's what you are now, Adam. You're the producer.
You're the producer.
No. So pretty much we're going to start covering wrestling on the MMA Frisbee channel. Kind of doing so. You got your MMA, tiny bit of boxing, and then you got your weekly.
Yeah, wrestling as well.
But these will be a shorter.
Shorter style video. We're looking at about half hour, 20 minutes, just covering the shows. Maybe
Yeah.
when it becomes like we've got the SmackDown and the NXTs to go through as well.
They will be like next week's one.
That'll be next week.
Yeah, but Monday Night Raw. The first segment was The Rock coming out. Now let's be honest, that was a load of crap.
Well, yeah, but we had some nice teasers towards midway through at the end of the Roman match, I should say.
Yeah, so yeah,
The
yeah.
booking. So I think what last night was them just planting seeds for the booking for the Road to WrestleMania after Royal Rumble at the end of the month.
Yeah,
So like, I think with the first segment with The Rock was a bit bullshit. It was just him coming out to tell us everything we already knew,
about Netflix.
and then we had the same again with John Cena later on in the night.
No, because that was different.
It was different, but he did the exact same thing, saying, "Oh, welcome to Netflix." No.
We'll get on to John in a bit.
Yeah.
But I know what you're saying there, but yeah, the Rock segment thought it was rubbish. Thought it was already everything what we knew, and as well, this is why I thought it was a load of crap. About 6 months, about 6 months ago prior, he was trying to kill Cody Rhodes and saying he's going to challenge him for his belt.
Yeah.
Now all of them come back and he's babyface.
But they did. I don't think it was a babyface. I think like what I said to you last night when we were watching it. I think what they're doing is trying to do like a Homelander kind of story with him. Whereas people wanted it to be Cody doing it. I think that's what they're doing with The Rock, having him as like a board of director,
Yeah.
and then coming out showing as a face. But what makes me think they're doing something like that is at the end of that Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa fight,
It is it.
they were teasing it. The way they had the cameras angled
Yeah.
with Rock in the background and Roman in the foreground and Rock staring Roman down.
Yeah.
They're working with something there. They're booking. I think they're booking that match for Mania.
Well, we'll talk about the first match then. Roman Reigns
Roman
to
Reigns
Solo
Solo.
Sikoa. Now that was a belter of a battle.
Absolute brilliant match. Brutal spots. It was a slow pace to begin with.
Yeah, it was a slow paced match.
It was a slow pace match, but the spots in it were fucking amazing. Brutal,
Yeah.
hard hitting match.
So that's the thing. At first, I normally prefer like a fast paced match. So my like favorite type of matches is like if you're a big wrestling fan, we're massive wrestling nerds. Is like
This one I know more about the UFC, so you'll see me talking a lot more.
exactly. So, 2016, 2017, 18 NXT. If you've watched those like NXT era, you'll know the matches what I kind of liked. Your bog standard wrestling at the minute. Next week, they're doing backflips. They're doing this. They're
so like
doing
you Will Ospreys and Ricochets and
Ricochet.
the high flyers, like the jumpy fuckers.
No, it's not even just that. Like even when Drew McIntyre was NXT, it was
Yeah.
just they're just faster pace of matches.
Yeah, it's like that old school Triple H style of match where,
Yeah.
like what I mean is when he's running the show is with the NXT with like that fast paced independent speed.
There weren't as much bullshit on the shows. Like that's
Yeah.
what I used to like about NXT. There weren't no bollocks. Each segment,
not the storylines and the promo work and shit.
it was just good match after good match. You got a promo here and there, what were
Yeah.
good, but that was all to build up for the takeovers. But last night, going back to Raw, at first I was like, this is a bit slow match, and then it picked up with the whole like the brutal spots, the
Yeah.
tables. Pretty much after the table spot happened, like where
Yeah.
Roman powerbombed Solo through the table.
It's sped up.
That's when it got sped up.
Yeah.
And then that's when I thought, this is a good match.
Yeah.
Because then you had the interference.
I thought most of the matches in the car last night were pretty good.
I just don't like the women's matches.
Yeah, I know, but I like.
But
I liked
like-
that one last night anyway.
no, of course you did. Wonder why? They're brave women.
Very brave woman.
Very, very inspirational. No. That's one way to get us cancelled.
Yeah, we'll cut that out.
No one said.
No, right, no, right.
No. Yeah, so the Roman Reigns match, I thought was really good.
Yeah.
Roman Reigns, I don't know if it was the right decision.
What, having Roman win?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, no, I can see why not. They could have done an interesting storyline, but I think it's now time to start putting the bloodline to bed. We've had how many years of it now? It's been three, 4 years of bloodline. And
yeah,
like
it's
ever
good.
since the first, like the original bloodline with obviously your Jey Uso, Roman Reigns, Sammy.
Still don't
You
understand
know what I
that.
mean? Like, I don't understand why Sammy was in it, but
No.
since then, since Roman lost the title, and then now they've done like with Tamaloa, Tamatonga, Solo Sikoa, Fatu, it's shit.
No,
I don't.
it's good.
I think they should have stopped the bloodline at the original. They should not have done this bloodline 2.0 bullshit. I think the story kind of died out with that now.
Yeah, but the whole Bloodline 2.0 thing, I thought was actually more interesting than first Bloodline.
Really?
Yeah, because the thing is, you've got two guys coming from New Japan. What, like...
Yeah, but Tamaloa, Tamatonga. Come on now.
No, Tamatonga's good.
Tamatonga's good, but Tamaloa.
Yeah, but put him in his tag
He
team. they're
botched
alright.
his debut, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, he botches everything.
He botches everything.
Yeah, so does the Oscar, so...
Yeah, but it's the women's division. You can get away with it there.
you get away with
You
that
get
one.
away with it.
No.
If we've got, for fuck's sake, Nia Jax was the champion. She injures everybody.
She's not like most girls.
She isn't.
No.
I'm so happy Tiffany Stratton's taken that offer now.
Yeah. But, no, like... Then we got the Jacob Fatu coming in.
Jacob Fatu is one of the good additions, but WWE just aren't using him right.
Yeah, it's all bloodline shit.
Yeah, exactly. This is what I mean.
But as well, look what Solo Sikoa's become.
Look what Solo did.
Look what Solo did. I love you, Solo.
I love you, Solo.
That's what I mean. Look what Solo Sikoa's become now.
Yeah, no, so it is the best thing to happen to Solo.
Yeah.
Solo's character is then put him as at the forefront. But
And he's, main evented at SummerSlam, main
Yeah.
evented Survivor Series. Like,
he's cemented himself as a main event star now.
yeah, he's
100% he has.
he's a main event star. He's good matches. I like him. But yeah, I get what you mean though. The only thing I want to see with the bloodline now is Fatu goes on like a
Solo.
Fatu goes on like a killing spree of,
Does what like Solo did. Flip it around and then go on his own.
but not with a group.
Not with a group, just with him.
I want to see
But we
Jacob.
haven't seen enough of Jacob Fatu, I don't think. We haven't seen enough of his mic work. We haven't seen enough of him being Jacob Fatu. We haven't seen enough of that character. All we've
Yeah.
seen him is sit in the corner going like a weirdo.
Yeah, true.
You know what I mean? Like
That's true.
he hasn't really had much of a character in WWE other than being the Bloodline 2's enforcer.
Yeah.
Do you know
No,
what I mean? Like
that-
he hasn't really had the time to show himself what he can do to the WWE universe. It's like me and you know what he can do because
Oh
we're
yeah.
we're
His
big fans.
MLW.
Yeah,
stuff.
we're fans of the independent scene as well. We see what's coming up and going through. But to like a standard fan who's watching
Who just
WWE,
watched WWE.
they don't know who Jacob Fatu is yet.
He's just big, scary Samoan.
Big scary Samoan werewolf man.
Yeah. I don't get what with the
The
werewolf.
Samoan werewolf, yeah. But
Sounds cool, but
it sounds cool. Yeah, but they need to figure out what they're gonna do with.
him v Bron Breakker.
with that would be a beautiful.
I've always
match.
seen. I don't know why with the Samoans. I've always seen them win the Intercontinental. I don't know why. Like Jey
Yeah.
Uso,
Well, yeah, he did. But
He-
that
he
was a
did.
shit title run.
shit title run. Well, I just realised we're talking more about the Bloodline now. We need to actually talk about Raw.
Yeah, but fuck it, this is going well.
It's going well. Then I want to see Solo win an Intercontinental,
Yeah,
and then I want to see Fatu win an Intercontinental.
fair.
I just think the Intercontinental with them
goes well with
just
the
goes
Samoans.
well.
It's a good. The Intercontinental Championship is a good place to
Start.
start solidifying as a star.
Because that's the thing, like, you got the US, but then you've got like stars who you see, like LA Knight. I never saw him holding any other belt apart from the US.
Yeah, no, not yet,
Andrade
anyway.
US, Carmelo Hayes US.
It's the mid card. The mid card championships are well worth it. The women's mid card,
We don't talk about them.
different.
You will
story.
see that we don't talk about the women's wrestling match
No.
through these.
Yeah, we're not the. It's not as realistic. Like, it's not as good as a product of.
Yeah.
The
Unless
main.
Charlotte Flair's involved, I'm interested.
For me, it's Rhea Ripley. If Rhea Ripley's in there.
Oh no, yeah.
love Rhea
There's
Ripley.
certain women wrestlers who I'm like interested in, but majority of them I think are all rubbish.
Yeah.
Like
right.
not rubbish. I don't think they're rubbish. I just think they're not entertaining for me.
Yeah.
Well-
so the next segment of Raw was the John Cena, wasn't it?
No, it weren't. Why didn't New Day? Yeah, it was.
It was.
It
yeah,
was the New
New
Day.
Day coming out doing their.
I don't know
heel-
what they're doing
heel
with-
stuff. And,
I don't know what they're doing with that.
Yeah, Kofi Kingston now looks like KSI.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
got the
that's
same
that's,
haircut,
that's
though.
basically our points on
Yeah,
the New Day
that's
segment.
what I mean.
Like, I think the New Day heel run's going to be quite interesting with them turning their back on Big E and
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like this is what I want to know what they're doing. Are they doing this so Big E can eventually return?
I don't think so. I think they've just used Big E as a way to turn heel.
Yeah, but
Because if you see on all the Netflix stuff now, Big E's the host to the majority of the shows they've got on Netflix.
yeah, 'cause that's what they do, don't they? With retired people.
Yeah, they make
Instead
them
of
like
like-
hosts of
yeah,
shows.
but I'm not being funny. Daniel Bryan return, Paige return, Edge return with all major neck injuries,
Yeah, but if-
back injuries.
But if you think Paige returned into AEW, not into WWE, because WWE still wouldn't let her in.
well, Daniel Bryan returned.
Daniel Bryan returned.
So did
Edge
Edge.
returned. Yeah.
Edge especially because his
His one was like we never thought we would see him again.
exactly. So this is what I mean. I
I
think,
think he
there's
should have finished at WWE. Though whatever they're doing with him in AEW is
he should come back. We'll take him back.
he needs to come back. Fucking who is Cope?
Cope.
Cope. Who's Cope?
Who's Cope?
Not
Adam
Edge.
Copeland. Well,
Cope is not Edge.
Adam Copeland was all right.
Adam Copeland, because that was actually his name. That's not a bad name to call him. But Cope,
Cope.
rated R Cope.
Brilliant.
You having a fucking laugh? What are you doing? Seriously, what are you,
You
doing?
think you know me, Cope? It's
AEW's a shit show, mate. I used to love it, but it's a shit show.
It's turned downhill since we. No, what was the next? The next segment was
From the
it
New
was
Day.
the women's.
Then it was the women's heavyweight championship.
That's it. We had
Hip-
Liv Morgan
and
defending
against Rhea
Rhea
Ripley. Rhea Ripley came on top, which we all thought she would.
I
I thought it was quite a good match with the interference.
I thought it was all right.
There wasn't any interference, was there?
Yeah, Dom and Raquel.
Yeah, Dom and Raquel came in, and then
Well, they were on ringside and
Yeah.
were messing up Rhea Ripley, but that's the thing. This is kind of like your bloodline thing. I'm kind of bored
of that story.
of the Judgment Day and Rhea Ripley and Dom, and it's just like
yeah, I'm getting to a point with it now.
it's like I don't really care.
The thing is, we're at an interesting time at the moment where we're in the midst of an era change. It's quite a lot of interesting stuff is coming up.
Yeah.
Who knows what we're going to see with the Judgment Day? It's looking quite interesting now with Finn starting to
Well, next week
distance himself a little bit because next week is against.
Damien Priest in a Street Fight match.
That's going to be a good match.
Raw's next week's looking all right.
It is.
NXT New Year's Evil's tonight.
I'm gonna watch that tonight. I don't normally watch
NXT.
the NXT. But
I watch
I'm gonna,
NXT. I normally watch. I've watched NXT.
I'm gonna
for
try
years.
and get into it because
It's
now,
good.
now it's on Netflix. It's all
And tonight's probably the best time to watch it. It's kind of one of their
special events.
Yeah. The women's match was good. Rhea won. Then after that, it was Cena.
Yeah, Cena coming out.
Cena announcing that he
Announcing
is
this in the Rumble, which I'm very interested in. It's kind of giving me hope we might see
17th.
it's 17th championship, but I don't think so. But that segment kind of gave me a little bit of a.
It does.
Oh, maybe we might get it.
What are you smiling at? It's Curtis's hair. I was looking at that. Yeah.
What's going on?
You had one bit of hair, but it's just like flicked.
Oh, it happens. That
Yeah.
happens.
No, but back to Cena. Yeah, see. The thing is, I'm really sad. I'm actually sad that he is
Retiring.
calling it a day.
I need more time.
yeah.
It is heartbreaking. It's
I
my
wanted to
childhood
retire
hero,
until
man.
he's in a wheelchair.
Yeah, it is literally watching my childhood hero retire, and it's breaking my heart.
And as now we're like big wrestling nerds, you kind of want him to get him that 17th.
I do. I want him to solidify himself as the highest amount of championships.
But
out of
then
anybody.
at the same time, I don't want to see him take the title off Gunther or Cody.
Yeah.
Because Gunther, I think, should have a long reign like Roman Reigns did.
Yeah.
Cody, I wouldn't mind him retaining at Mania, or
I
having
think
a bit longer.
I wouldn't mind us seeing John in the championship fight at Mania, but then losing. Because if it's going to be his last match, I would want him to go out
on a loss.
On a loss, as most wrestlers do.
See, for Cena, there's I've mentioned a few matches when we would talk just at home.
Yeah.
I'm obviously Cody v John Cena. I wouldn't mind seeing. I think Cody would do a really good match with that. Cena v
Paul?
Randy. No,
Randy.
Randy.
Randy would be a really good one to finish it off.
Yeah, and Cena v Logan Paul.
Yeah.
I think that's a
Punk wouldn't be bad, but I think they're going to do the
Seth
and
thing.
Punk.
Yeah, we'll say that as we go on to that.
That was the main event, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think that was it, wasn't it?
John Cena, and then we had Uso and
Oh yeah, Drew
and
and
Uso.
Jey Uso. Yeah, I forgot about that
That
one.
was a good match.
That was all right match.
That was a good match. There's nothing special in that match to talk about. I wouldn't think.
It was just a bog standard match.
It was just the stand. It was the filler match.
It was a filler
It was
match.
the filler match. Of
Jey
the
Uso
night.
got the win with a roll up. That was all right.
It was a good fucking
That
roll up
was
as
it.
well. To be fair.
We got some other few little side segments. Then we got the Miz
Yeah.
saying he doesn't want to face the White Six, and then Karrion Kross comes out. He's like, "You're the Miz. You're awesome. Yes, you
Yeah.
beat John Cena.
The
yes."
whole carrying stuff is
Waste of potential.
this is one of the biggest waste of potentials in WWE.
Awful.
And it's not even like a Ricochet thing where he's a brilliant wrestler, but he's
But
shit
he's
on the mic. So people are like, "Oh, why don't you use Ricochet?"
Yeah.
Didn't use Ricochet because he can't do the fucking mic work.
That's what I mean.
as we're seeing in AEW.
There's so much you could do with a Ricochet when he come into NXT in like 2017. In ring ability, he's
One of the best.
One of the best. And NXT at the time, where the show was like an hour and something odd long, you could get away with it. You don't have to put him in promos. And then every time he was in a promo, like in a rivalry with someone, he was getting carried. Adam Cole, we got the Adam Cole carried the promos.
Yeah.
Velveteen Dream at the time. Love Velveteen
The best
Dream.
thing they could do with Ricochet, in my opinion,
Tag team match.
not even, bro. Give him a manager, maybe like a Selena Vega or someone. Give him the mask again. Do Prince Puma again, and then that's everything. Every problem with Ricochet's done. Do him as Prince Puma, Puma with a manager like Selena Vega or somebody along those lines.
Yeah.
With the mask on.
Why
You've
not?
you've sorted the Ricochet problem there because he doesn't need to speak if he's got a mask on because you could do him as this formidable
Warrior.
this
Like
ancient
Lucha Underground did.
warrior. Yeah, exactly. Like
Legit
Lucha
just
Warrior
do the
did.
same story.
Same gimmick as Lucha Underground with Ricochet is the perfect way to do Ricochet, in my opinion.
That is.
Give him a mask, shut him the fuck up, and let him do his wrestling.
There you go.
Do you know what I
That
mean?
is the best way to do it. And then what other segments were there? I think that was kind of it.
That was about it. And then obviously we're on the main event.
Main event. What? Oh, it delivered.
I started struggling at that point to stay awake because obviously we're English and it's.
I think it was like 4.
It was about 3:30, 4 in the morning.
Yeah,
it was on.
it
It was a struggle to stay awake. But for the parts of the match I saw,
it was good.
Ooh.
See, that match, I watched the full thing, didn't fall asleep. That match was quality.
yeah,
The thing is with me, matches like that, I think should only be on WrestleMania.
those big that was a WrestleMania match. Like we were saying all night last night, the card that was on Raw was a pay-per-view card.
Like I could have seen Solo and Roman at Mania.
Yeah,
Obviously, Punk v Rollins at Mania.
yeah.
Like it was an amazing
Even
match.
Rhea and Liv.
Yeah.
That's a WrestleMania match.
Yeah. It's one of those where you're excited for it, you're hyped for it, and then it delivers as well.
Yeah,
CM Punk getting the win,
interesting.
I really thought there was going to be some shenanigans in it
Yeah, to carry the
to kind of make them both don't lose. But I think this is the match they're doing at Mania.
I think
Rollins, they'll do a whole thing where Rollins will be obsessed with getting a win over CM Punk.
Yeah.
Kind of like Shawn Michaels the Undertaker. Where Michaels was obsessed
with getting that win.
Just getting the match.
Yeah, yeah.
And I think CM Punk will kind of like Royal Rumble. Maybe they're both going to be in the match. Rollins eliminates Punk.
Yeah.
Kind of do what they did.
Do something along those lines. Yeah.
Yeah. Or Elimination Chamber. They're both in it to try face Gunther's. Well, to challenge for
And
Gunther's.
then each of them does something to each other to like maybe Punk gets Seth out, but then Seth hits Punk with like a curb stomp,
then gets him out.
and then somebody picks a pin up against him, and then they go carry on the story
Yeah.
through there.
But as a whole show, that match still delivered, so that's going to get bonus points. Out of 10, what would you rate last night's Raw?
I'd give it an easy 7.5. 7.5, maybe an 8.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with you. I think 7 or 8.
Yeah.
I don't like doing the 0.5s. Don't like doing it. Not doing.
Oh, right, then, yeah.
I'd give it. I'd give it an 8.
Fair.
As it was a great start.
Yeah.
Well,
I thought the whole show was good.
a great match.
Yeah.
The first match was great.
Amazing.
The rock segment was crap. Yeah, that was kind of it. The little segments in between. Oh, just a quick one. Penta next week. We'll leave that because that'll be
interesting. Well, we think we're going to get Penta next week in the Chad Gable match.
In the Chad, we will. But we'll leave that for next week because we'll actually the next video we do will be. We'll see and we can chat about that. But no, 5 minutes. We're wrapping up now. Anyway, don't you worry, producer. We will. But just a quick one. Kingship Clothing.
Kingship Clothing.
Get your clothes. The link will be in the description. Use discount UFC 10 to get 10% off. Doing loads of even deals on the website. You know, grab yourself some clothes. Obviously, you can see hoodies, t-shirts, caps, beanies, everything on there. Really cheap clothes, really nice, decent price. Go get them.
Sorted.
That was good, wasn't it?
Yeah,
so
you're getting there.
I get better with those. You see that?
Yeah.
But yeah, next week we'll be covering NXT from this week.
Yeah, SmackDown as well.
So next week will be a longer episode as we'll be covering 3 shows. We'll be covering this week's NXT, SmackDown, and then next week's Raw.
Yeah.
And then, all right. Well, follow, subscribe to the MMA Frisbee in a bit.
See you later, guys.